So I realised today how distracted so many of us are. I don't really know where to put this. I realised today that so many of us are completely distracted in the sense that what you can gain by holding your concentration, holding that single pointed focus, what you can gain from that is incredible. The benefits are numerous. And yet, we are constantly flicking through these different states of consciousness, these different versions of being in the moment. And yet holding that focus and that point in one is so beneficial, and there's so much to be gained from doing that. Now, some people are able to do that through dance, some people are able to do that through playing an instrument, some people are able to do that through meditating. But whatever your way of doing that is, that sort of being in the moment and holding that single point of attention and being absolutely present and absolutely conscious and absolutely aware of your surroundings. From that moment, you are able to make good decisions. From that moment, you're able to make real decisions. From that point, you are able to know that it's you that's making the decisions, rather than some thought that you're having about the past or some anxiety that you're having about the future. Because when you are watching your mind like a stream and the thoughts come by and you just sort of send them on their way down the stream, or when the thoughts come up, you see the thought like a bubble and then you pop it and you're back to it just being you, and it's you and you're just left with you. And your consciousness suddenly expands and you become alive and your whole body suddenly feels completely awake, because it's just you being aware of it being just you, without your past, your future, or any distractions. From that point, you have access to infinity. So I just had a little thought while I was sitting out here like an old man, like a grumpy old man sometimes. Just everyone's socialising and I'm just out here like gazing out to sea. But no, I really like being alone. I think before, when I didn't like being alone, was because I was in many ways sort of escaping from my own company and my own thoughts. But after I became acclimatized to my own company, I really understood the value in spending time alone. I may have taken that too far, to the point where now it's just like I'm so introverted that the extrovert that I thought I once was is just sort of seeping into the void now of who I once thought I was. Anyway, all of this has kind of helped me get to the realization that basically the self-work that I've done has brought me to a point now where my happiness and my contentment is something that I carry around with me, in the sense that I don't have to go somewhere to be happy. I no longer have to feel like, oh, when I'm there, I'll feel content. When I'm there, I'll be happy. When I'm, at that place or that point in my life, I will feel content. That's, in this trip, something that I've realised in a profound and meaningful way. I sort of knew it, but I wasn't sure if I quite believed that. But now I've really understood that. And so this means that when I go to fancy places or When I go to beautiful locations, my soul is no less set alight. My soul is still as set alight and in delight and happy and vibrating with the joy of what it is to be conscious and alive than it is when I'm sat in my living room meditating, or when I'm lying in bed with my love, or when I'm walking my dog. These little things that really make me feel grateful and whole. You can plonk me anywhere now and I'll still feel that. So yeah, on with my point. Happiness, I think, is something which is cultivated on the inside. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm going to stop saying I think. I know now. Happiness is something which is cultivated on the inside and is then brought forth, and we can then experience it properly, wholly, fully, truly in the external world. You know what I mean? When we have true contentment from knowing who we are properly, that's something which is then brought forth into the external world. Something that I came to learn in a big way was that you can run away from anything. You can be running away from anyone. You can feel like you're running away from any place. But all you're ever really running away from is yourself and your view of the world and your estimation of what's right or wrong or this or that. But you'll find that wherever you go, it's still you there. You still feel the same. And it's much... I don't know how to phrase this. It's much better for us to learn to grow a resilient skin and to learn how to cope with being in difficult circumstances or being in surroundings which are challenging or trying. Some people may really dislike having to be stuck at home with their parents, but they may have the most soul benefit to cultivate by being in that place. You may have the most to learn about yourself, and you may have the greatest opportunity to undo loads of sort of karma and walk that path that your life is meant to walk, so that you can experience those shitty times that will basically grow you into the person that you're going to be. As I always say, you don't get a hero from an easy life. You're never going to become the elevated example of our kind, if that's what you aspire to be, if you're constantly making life easy for yourself or running away from your problems. And so yeah, what I realised is wherever I was running away to, whoever I said I was running away from, it was actually always just me. And as soon as I realised that, it was like a shift, like my universe was suddenly single pointed, focused down onto me, and I was like, fuck, I'm the one that has to change. It's my attitude that's got to be altered. I can't be walking around this place pointing my fingers at everybody else saying, oh, you've got to change, you've got to be like this, you've got to be like that, you've got to be like that, not realising that everyone was serving as a fantastic mirror and existing as the perfect energetic match to show me everywhere that I was lacking and everything that I was missing or whatever. I think anything which serves to basically take away that awareness of you being as good as it gets, that you being as worthy of happiness or wisdom or kindness, whatever it is that you're trying to grow, that there's that little voice that's telling you, but maybe you're just not supposed to have it. Why not? Your beliefs are creating your reality, and I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe that humans' subconscious, I believe that the manifesting power, the creative abilities of our subconscious is the greatest thing which is being hidden or being that we are being distracted from. I believe that the creative abilities of our own minds are infinite and unimaginably powerful. And I think that if our subconsciouses are controlled, then we can be brainwashed and manipulated and moulded into whatever fashion any power that shouldn't be may want us to be. If we stop running away and if we cut that chase, then we're already in heaven. You cut the chase and you're already in heaven. And let's make that the family message for today. Cut the chase and you are already in heaven.